Hey there. Well, today I'm going to turn a £10 box ottoman into what I've just seen in the shop, an £80 leatherette ottoman. I'm going to do that with the leatherette we've got left from doing our camper van. I've got quite a bit left, so I'm going to show you. Here it comes out the magic box. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's have a look at my tools, what I've got. I've got staples, I've got real strong glue, I've got the staple gun, gotta have a staple gun, and a pair of scissors. Yeah, all these things are going to cheaply turn this into a lovely ottoman. We're using the leatherette because the rest of the van is leatherette, so that'll be great. Just going to pick up the one I want, which feels like this one. It's pretty simple to do. So I've got enough to go on two sides, the front, and that will be it, because there isn't quite enough to do the back. It doesn't matter about the back, because you're not going to see that, because when we put it into the camper van, you won't be seeing it. It'll be L bracketed in. Yeah, I've got just enough, I think, just enough to do it. It'll be L bracketed in, and should be fine. Now I'm on this side, obviously, because if I was over there, then you'd just see the back of me. So what you see in here is, I'll tell you what I can do. Why don't I put it over there? Then you can see it. Just get it level for what I want to do. I don't want to waste much, so I'm just going to measure it dead on. So just pop it on there. Yeah, like so. Hold it up, and yeah, there's enough. As you can see, just enough, actually. That's weird, isn't it? Just got enough over to do this. So I'm going to do two sides, leave the back, which is here. Now you start off, as I say, it's pretty simple. Start off, get it there where you want it. Yeah, then you don't want to just fold it in, because if you just fold it in, you're going to be left with a big lump there. You don't want that, because then the lid won't shut properly. So I'm going to snip it up. Before you cut it, make sure, have a look again, that you got enough to pin that round. Otherwise, you'll be in a bit of trouble, won't you? So yeah, it looks good. I'll bring it round there a bit and then snip it, but get it right. Yeah. So it's bang on. It isn't really what I'd call stretchable, so you've got to get it right. So now I'm going to cut it. So just lift it up from the corner, like that. Don't cut up too far, or it's going to show when you do it, innit? You'll have a little slit. So just go up so far, so you can fold it over properly. And there you go, just show you. About there, about an inch from the corner. Do the other side. It's more manageable then as well, because you haven't got a big lump of leatherette to try and bend over, you know. So cut it 1 inch from the corner, like that. Then it'll just fold in lovely then. And you haven't got the big lump that was there before. Right, now, here's the exciting bit. So again, make sure you got it dead on. Yeah, because then we're going to use a staple gun. And what I'm going to do first is staple, obviously. I'm going to staple inside and do the front. Now if you pull it down with your hand, then you can see it's nice and flat. We've got a nice line on the corner. Yeah, so that looks good. So I'm going to drop a staple in it. Yeah, right. This is the fun part. I love using the staple gun. So don't forget, before you do that, fold it over inside a little bit so you've got a bit of a seam. Otherwise, if you just do it without a seam, it could rip. Number one. So just fold it in like that. As you know, you start sewing something or whatever without a seam on it, and it's going to fray, isn't it? Check again and that's level. I mean, this is great. Paid £10 for this ottoman. And when I went to the shop, I was stunned because the ottoman with leatherette on was 80 quid. 80 quid. So, if you've got a little bit of DIY skills, you can save a lot of money. So you're just going to sit at the back of me just for a second. I'm coming round here. Again, make sure your seam's up. Make sure that's nice and flat. Get your staple gun and staple. Beats sewing, doesn't it? Hey? Yeah, always keep a staple gun, they're so handy. Make sure it's nice and flat. And another staple. So, obviously you can't see inside here, but you can see what I'm doing. Just double check that that is nice and smooth. You don't want it all crinkled up, do you? When you get down the end. This is great. I mean, £10 for a staple gun, brilliant. And it's doing the job. Another one. Soon have this done. Again, do your hem. Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? It's looking good. Check this one. That's smooth. Yeah. Hem, staple, And off we go. Like I say, I'm not going to worry about the back. You can't see the back, so it don't matter. Because we've obviously got to L-bracket this in so it doesn't move. So I'm on my last staple, nearly this side. I'll leave that bit a minute, because I might be able to pop something across here, so I'll leave that a second. I'll come over here. Now make sure you get a nice sharpness as you go down there. So you don't want it sticking out like that, look. Yeah, that's a no-no. So pull it again tight. A nice sharp edge to your refurbished ottoman. I'll put my knee up it, that load it. There you are. See? That's all flat. All's good. Another M. You see here at the corner, because I've snipped it, left it an inch from the top, we got a nice clean corner. I don't want a big bubble up. And more or less I'm on the last staple. Check it again, otherwise you've got to rip the staples out and get any bubbles out. Just the same as when you decorate, you go around the corner. Nice clean edge. Ta-da! There you go. Obviously I've got to do the bottom yet, so I'll be turning it over to do the bottom. So what do you think? How's that? Do you know what? Looks a bit like a magician's box, doesn't it? With that just hanging down there, like I'm going to pull a rabbit out or something. I'm not. Anyway, I've got glue, but as it goes, I didn't bother. You don't really need to. All depends how thick your material is. This is quite thin, so I haven't needed it, but it's best to have it just in case. So all I've done is use the staple gun. So as you can see, it's perfect. I mean, you know, a couple of minutes and you save £70, and it looks stunning. Now I will be doing the top, which I've got here. I'm looking at it thinking, shall I bother? As you can see, it's buttoned. Yeah, but that's a bit of a job if I start taking the buttons out and putting the leatherette in. And you know what? This leatherette's quite thin, so if I did that, you could bet your life that sooner or later it would probably rip when we're sitting on it. So what I'm thinking is I might just take it straight over the top. Now, you know, it's for the camper van, it's to be used, you know, not just to look at. So if you look at it, you can see, I mean, this is great, got plenty left. Look, hang on, do it tight. It's not going to cause any real effect if I go straight over the top. So that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bother with taking buttons out, because I think if we drop that in there like that, with the wear we're going to have in that camper, I think sooner or later them buttons will rip round this, because this material it's got on it, Drylon, is really thick. That's not going to rip. So I'm going to cover it straight over the top. Yeah. And then with a brush. It's clean anyway. Now same thing when you cover it, exactly the same except you're not inside the box. So I don't want to waste material, so I'm going to have a look. Just get exactly more or less what I want. Yeah. That's a shame. That piece there would have nearly come to the back of it, but as I say, it don't really matter. So yeah, I've got quite a bit. So I can, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to cut this now, because I've got to cut it to make it fit in here. So I'm going to pop off a minute. A little ottoman. So again, I'm underneath now. Don't forget to do your hem. Otherwise it will just rip off. So I'm going to stick one in there. Come along here. I'm trying to keep myself round so you can actually see me. So I'm talking to you. Instead of seeing the back of me. Make sure you smooth it down. Do your hem. Lots of staples. We don't want it going anywhere, do we? I'll be on the side in a minute. More staples. Swear by these, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant little tool to keep in. Yes, it's going very nicely. Smooth it down and pull it so it's tight. Yeah, as you're going along, because obviously it moves. Another staple and another staple. Might have to refill that in a bit. And the hem. Staple. I'm round the side. Pull it tight. Do it with your hand. Now, coming round here, I need to, wherever they've gone, I don't know, I think they've gone off somewhere. Well, it don't matter about that bit. Pull it tight, have a look. So this is a bit where it's easy for it not to be tight. So keep it tight. And then fold it again. As I say, if you don't fold it, it will eventually rip. Just like when you're sewing curtains or a pair of jeans or whatever you're doing. That one didn't catch. Try that one again. That got it, I think. Yeah. So you've got to keep doing this and pull it down as you go. Like so. See? It's a bit awkward, but you know, try and hold it with your knee or with your leg. See? Bit awkward this one. So you got to come down here, pull it tight, put your hip up against it, or whatever. Fold it. We don't want to make a mess now, do we? And that's it. Got it. Another one in there. I've got to cut that off so it doesn't matter too much about that. Yeah, I'll cut that in a minute. Yeah. Hang on, this one's awkward. I'm on the foot. I'm on the foot here. Alright, looks a bit awkward because I keep turning round so I'm talking to you. Which isn't too easy when you're doing this. Well, that's completed. That's the bottom, the box done. Looks very neat and tidy. You wouldn't even know that that is the same ottoman, would you? Leave your comments in the box below. So if you like what I've done. So how to turn a £10 ottoman into an £80 ottoman done in leatherette. Fantastic. What do you think, girls? Do you like it, what I've done? No, down. Do you like what I've done? If you do a whinge or something, or a bark. Yeah! Ah, don't scratch. Oh, you got to watch these. They'll scratch the leatherette. No scratching. So if you want to do anything like this, number one tool, staple gun. And staples. As I say, I did buy some glue. I haven't had to use it. It does make a bit of a mess, and if you get it on your leatherette, right, a right mess. So leave us your comments. What do you think? How have you done? Next job is the top. There's the top. Yeah, that looks like the ottoman did, as you can see. Not going to bother, for a couple of reasons, I'm not going to bother taking the buttons out and then putting this on because, no, Mika, down, get down. Because, so this is thin, that's dry on. If I do that and put the buttons back in here, you can bet your life sooner or later they'll rip out and then it'll just be a mess. So all I'm going to do is straight over the top. And as you can see, which you will in a minute when I've done it all and put it all together, it's going to look fantastic, or what? So it's not a hard job, just a bit of thought, the right tools, and that's all you got to do. So I'm going to get this ready now to do it. Obviously, put it upside down so I can staple it. And come back to you in a minute. Doing the top now. Obviously, I've just got to pop a couple of these in because I won't be able to see when it's upside down. Again, staple. Don't forget the seam. Got to have the seam. Otherwise, it will rip. We don't want that, do we? Can't wait till it's finished. Can't wait till it's in the van. As I say, we're going to just get a couple of L brackets. Put your ottoman in. L bracket in. So it doesn't move. You don't want it going around, rolling around the van, do you? No. But the main thing is It's a budget build, and it's come out pretty good actually. So why go and buy probably 50 quid's worth of wood for framing, then you ply to make the box, when you can buy this for a tenner and it just pops in, right? Already made, custom built, ottoman. Makes sense, doesn't it, really? So if you are doing a build, have a think about that. You can go around, I'll try out charity shops and that, and or marketplace or wherever you go, because they have some great little things that you can incorporate into your camper van. Yeah, I mean, they have like vanity units, sinks and stuff like that, because we all know how much it costs to do a camper van, so you don't want to be doing that. Right, I've done that one. I'm just going to turn it round. As I say, the reason I've got to do this, both ends, is to get it tight for when I do the rest of it. So I'm going to do this bit, pull it tight, put a hem on it, that's tight, stick a hem on it again, and a bit of that. Yes, looking good. Now I might, that's if it needs it, might put a couple of strips of wood in here as well, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and hold it down with that. I don't think it will need it, but I'll see. I'll see once I've done it. Right, so now I know it's tight. Now I'm going to stick it on its back and do the rest, like so, because that'll make it easier than messing about holding it with my knee, won't it? So I'm gonna, I think, cut this bit. I'm not sure yet. Let's have a look. Shall I? Or shall I not? Do I need to? I think I do. Just going to get my scissors that have made the way over there. I don't know why. I have. So I'll cut a bit of that off. So I don't need that great big clump, do I? No. Yeah, I'm going to fold it in like an envelope, I think. Is that going to work? Oh, should do. I don't know about that now. Take that bit out. Take that bit off. See what happens. Yeah. Oh, it didn't work right, did it? Hold on, just fiddling about here. Trying to get it so it's nice on the corner. We don't want to mess it up now, do we? No. Oh, that's fine. That'll do. Yeah, that's good. Very good. That's it then. That's that bit. Little M. Another little M. Yeah, the corners are tricky, so you've got to take your time. But you sort of got to fold them in like an envelope. So when you get to corners, take your time, because you could mess it all up just on your corners, because you've got to get a little envelope, just like doing an envelope. If you take too much, you're going to have a big gap, so don't do that. So have a look, you can see what I'm doing. Look, you chop too much off and you're going to have to be sticking a piece over the top, which would look ridiculous, so you don't want to do that. So just take your time, fold it in like the envelope, and if you got too much of this, chop some off, but not a lot, so it makes it a bit thinner to be going on with. Throw that down there, and so fiddly this bit. The rest of it was so super easy, but you gotta get this right, or it'll just mess the whole flipping lot up. See, look, even now I've done the one side, but you come to this side and you really got to think what you're doing. Here she is, all finished, leatheretted up, looking, the business looks just like the one I saw in the shop. In fact, better. Right, that's because I've just done it. But as you can see, I've just got a little bit, don't worry about that, near enough finished it, just got that little bit too down. So what do you think? 1, save yourself money. 2, have a great day doing it. Saved a bit of money, saved a lot of money actually, and you've got this beautiful leatherette pouffe for your camper. And the best bit is you can sit on it, you've got storage inside. I love them. I'm looking for a toy box now to fit our brand new toilet into, and I've got some of this left. I might use it, I might use a different material, give it a bit of a colour, right? I don't know yet, or maybe this with some more beading on it, don't know, but keep tuning in because you're going to see what I'm going to do to a toy box. Now the toy box, the toilet fits lovely just before the the side door, the sliding door. So my plan is toy box just a bit bigger than the toilet. Then you lift the lid off the toy box. There's the loo. Also, this is a little trick. You cut the front down, because then that can flop out and you can pull your toilet out, can't you? So I'm really happy with this. I've got my corners folded in the envelopes, look, and it's looking cracking. Real good, I think so. So don't forget, that's how you do your corners. There's your little envelopes. What do you think? Do you think it's better to buy this, L-bracket it in, already done, or do your framework? Me, personally, we've saved a lot of money not having to buy wood and ply and time. That's took, what, I don't know, from start to finish, an hour to cover this, taking your time. And she's ready to go in now, into the camper van, which in the next one you'll be looking at. So it's more or less, well it is, it's 99% done. Just got to find a toy box for the loo. And then that's it. We'll be off on the first little adventure. You've got to have your toilet. So one of the things we're going to do, because we do like fishing, like a bit of fish, got all the rods, got everything. Got a fridge in the camper van so we can keep the maggots and stuff in. So you will be seeing us going off on one of the first adventures, in fact the first, because we've yet to put our cooker in and try that all out. So we're off to a lovely place called Kingsley Water Park, where for £6 you can pull your camper right up to the side of the lake. Get all your fishing gear out, you ain't got to walk. Get it all out, you're sitting there, have a nice fish, you want something to eat and a nice coffee, pop back into your camper van, which is right there. Oh, what else do you want? So that's our next video you'll be looking at. Oh, she's on the move. She loves that little truck. These are the things we'll take with us in the garage part, because if she gets tired, you see, she gets in there. So we go for one, you got your fishing, you got your walking, you got just chilling out in your camper van looking at the lake. So you'll all know about that, you camper people. So I'm going to end it there, and you'll be seeing us in the next one with the rods out. Yeah, so fishermen, tune in. Camper van people, tune in. Doggy people, tune in. We got it all, we have. All of it. We covered it all. Disabled dogs, able dogs, little Frenchies, little pugs. Skylar is a cross beagle from Thailand. So tune in. And if you like fishing, you've got to catch us with our fishing. Now, I hope on that first trip out, I'm going to catch a nice fish to show you. Right, might even, in fact, I don't know if you can up there. I was thinking about like cooking it, but you know, we'll have to see. I don't think you can. I think you've got to go out in the wilds to do that. Right, I'm going now. See you soon. I want my Sunday dinner, like you. So, don't forget, thumbs up, share as much as you can, and definitely subscribe and hit the subscribe button if you want to keep seeing us and getting a notification. See you soon.